Hey everybody, and welcome to another LEGO review here on my channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at two Brickhead sets that are based on Transformers. On the left we have the Optimus Prime set, and then on the right we have BumbleBee. The Optimus Prime set comes with 237 pieces, and BumbleBee comes with 253. Both of these sets are recommended for ages 10 and up, and let's go ahead and take a little bit of a closer look. And we're going to start by taking a look at the Optimus Prime Brickhead, which comes in set number 40803, titled Optimus Prime Robot and Vehicle. And I do find this to be a rather strange depiction of Optimus Prime in this brickhead form. Like with all the other brickheads, there are no stickers, so every detail you see here is a print. And I do think that the overall colors LEGO has chosen does match up with Optimus pretty well. My biggest issue with this brickhead is definitely the face. When you take a look at Optimus Prime and other sources of media, his head is a lot smaller than his body. So the design of the character doesn't necessarily work in this brickhead form, as I feel like it just looks a little awkward and it doesn't match up to the source material in my personal opinion. And now that we're back to the front of the brickhead, you can also see that the face of Optimus is a little strange looking as well. And I do admire LEGO's attempt at trying to recreate these Transformers, but I just feel like their design doesn't lend itself very well to brickhead form. But that's just my personal opinion, and I'd love to know what you think in the comments below. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at Optimus Prime in his vehicle mode. And again, these brickheads don't come with any stickers, so all of the detail you see here are prints, which is really nice to see. Especially on the front here, there are some really big printed pieces, which I greatly appreciate. But I do have to say that the design of a semi-truck doesn't necessarily translate into brickhead form very well either. Especially as we start to take a look towards the back here, you can see that it is just way too short in my opinion. But I'd be very curious to know if I'm in the minority when it comes to the design of these vehicle brickheads. And as we start to make our way back to the front of the vehicle, you can see that there is a little tiny Autobot printed symbol on the side there. And another detail of this build that I think is kind of funny is they actually slap the brickhead eyes onto the front of the vehicle as well. And while I do feel like it does look a little goofy, I actually like this design choice. I don't want to make it sound like I absolutely hate the Optimus Prime brickhead set. I just feel like as far as the character's design, it doesn't necessarily translate well into brickhead form. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at the BumbleBee brickhead. And out of the two Transformer brickheads we're taking a look at, this is my favorite in terms of design. Again, there are no stickers, so everything you see here is a print, but I feel like they were able to translate the look and design of Bumblebee a little bit better into brickhead form than they were of Optimus. I think a big reason why I think this is they made his face look a little bit less busy. It is very plain looking, but I think that adds to the overall aesthetic and complements the design of these brickheads. Taking a look at the back of Bumblebee, you can see that he is tiled off rather nicely and has a pretty good shape to him overall. And if we take a look at the side of Bumblebee's feet, you can see a little bit of brick-built detail that I think adds to the overall aesthetic of the build in a positive way. I also like the blue color found on Bumblebee's chest. I think it looks really good and just makes it a little bit more eye-catching to look at. Now we're going to take a look at Bumblebee's vehicle mode, which I do like more than Optimus's as well. I do think that a punch buggy vehicle complements itself a little bit more to the chibi design of brickheads. And again, if we look towards the front of the vehicle, you can see a pair of brickhead eyes, which I just think is a really cool detail. And if we take a look towards the side of the car, you can see that it is tiled off relatively nicely. However, I do wish that the side windows had a little bit of printed detail. Making our way around to the back of the vehicle, you can see some brick built detail meant to represent exhaust and lights. And there is also a spoiler found on the back of the car too. But like I said, overall I am a little bit happier with this set in terms of its design, and while I do like it, I could have done without the vehicle-styled brickhead. If you want my opinion, I personally would have preferred a 2-pack that has Optimus Prime and Bumblebee in them together, instead of putting them in two different sets along with their vehicle modes. However, in case you were curious, you are able to take the vehicles off of their stands. This is a relatively straightforward process and shouldn't give you much trouble, but once you have the vehicles detached from the stands, you are able to roll them across a tabletop. This doesn't add much value to me as a collector, but if you're a kid, I do think this is a pretty fun play feature if that's something you're interested in. Both of the Bumblebee and Optimus Prime brickheads retail for $20 each. So if you want everything you see on the screen here, it's going to cost you $40. Which if you're a Transformers fan, you may find to be worth it, as I don't feel like these are necessarily overpriced sets because technically they come with 2 brickheads each if you include the vehicles. But like I said, I would have preferred a 2-pack of the Transformers themselves. Thank you so much for watching my review, and be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel for more brick built reviews in the future.